Hello everybody and welcome to another hour-long Pixelmon. I hope everybody's doing well and you are excited for another episode. Um, like I mentioned in the previous episode at the end that I would actually be doing like one immediately afterwards, and it's kinda immediately. Minus the few minutes I had to take for a bathroom break and getting something to drink, etc. etc. Um, but yeah, still the same mood. Well, not really. I'm actually in a better mood. Um, but that kind of happened while I was recording for some reason. I kind of see up to recording videos until I start recording. I don't know why, but it's like I'm not motivated or something, and then I start recording, and all of a sudden it's like, aha, I can talk about this, I can talk about that. Um, well, I just well suspect, expect. I'm not sure which one. But anyway, I'm not sure if you guys are enjoying this because there's not yet huge amounts of fans or subscribers or anything like that. But we'll get to you guys eventually. Um, but for now, uh, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the Pixelmon. I'm enjoying exploring. Um, I actually have over my headphones. Well, underneath my headphones rather. Um, I have music playing um, off of my cell phone so that I do not record the music with the video. Otherwise, I get copyright claims. Because what happened one time was I was doing, I think actually it was an hour-long Pixelmon episode. For a moment there, I thought you were shining. Ouch! Whoa, 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 whoa! I I replaced Scratch. Oh come on! Why did not learn the move? I must pay attention to when they learn new moves because apparently I keep screwing it up. Because this is the second time it's happened. I remember a previous time that I also tried to learn a new move and it didn't go through, and now it's the second time that this has happened. I must really pay attention. Ooh. Oh well, Crocodile. Hello, buddy. Hello. How you doing, buddy? My Crocodile is stronger, buddy. um, but yeah, like I was saying, the I got a copyright strike for one of my hour-long Pixelmon videos because apparently one of the music videos that my wife was listening to on the TV in the room that's next to where I do the recordings um, basically had oh dear, I think a bit of more than I can chew here. Um, I think it was a song from Rihanna. I don't even fucking know who it was, but anyway, there was a song playing um, that got picked up by my headset's microphone, and it's basically the TV's. If you go to distance, it's about, I would say, 5 meters. If you go like a straight line from where I'm sitting to where the TV is in the bedroom next door, but there's a wall in between. So, but that was just faint enough so that YouTube's um, content ID picked it up, and I was like, "Listen, this is what happened. This was not my intention. Can you please just remove the copyright strike so that I can edit the video?" Because that was actually um, what was happening is that I could not um, edit my video because of the copyright claim. Um, so I fuck. I have no other. Ah boy. I have no other attacks. No other electrical attacks. You're gonna beat me, buddy. Well done. Oh! Oh! Perhaps we can still beat him. Maybe? Only 3 Pokemon? Oh, goodbye. And fuck you too then. That's nice. No yet, Crocono. Not yet, buddy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna push for level 50 with Crocono. Perhaps level. I'm already at 31. 19 to go. I'm not sure. But anyway, so at least I was able to edit that video. I think it was actually the 4th episode of the first series. Wait, this makes this the 5th of the second series. Oh, well done. Oh, nice. I like that. Anyway, so I was able to at least edit the video and get it out there. But if it wasn't for that, I mean, there would have not been a season 4 me to, or episode 4 for me to bring out. So yeah, kudos to that. But that's why I'm listening to music underneath underneath my headsets, because yeah, I want to listen to music. I like a bit of music in the background. I understand that it's not entirely how can I put it? Not everybody's cup of tea, perhaps. But yeah, it worked for me. I forgot to set the timer, and it's now very difficult to determine how long I should have set it for. Let's see. Luckily, I can kind of base it upon the songs that I was listening to. 3:45, 5:55. That would give me roughly 8.5 minutes. So if I make it 52 minutes, that should be enough to be close to an hour. Yeah. But I don't, like I was actually saying, or the point that I was trying to make is, I don't know if perhaps it's the music that I'm listening to that's like lifting my mood or something, because that's one of my go-to things whenever I'm down in the dumps, when I need to pick me up, is I go to music. It's music. I'm gonna get a lot of trouble if I just say what I want to say, but any music basically speaks to your soul, in my opinion. But like my one friend pointed out, that he calls it doof doof music is not soul music, and that's his opinion in my opinion. Because of the fact that it's maybe not speaking to his soul, but it's speaking to my soul. And he's more of a kind of the guy that goes for the blues, like your traditional soul music. So I guess it depends on what's your flavor, but I'm more of a electro fan, a techno remixes, stuff like that. But not too much. Like the hardstyle music, I enjoy, but I can't listen to it every day, the whole day. It gets annoying. That's more the doof doof music, as he would call it, in my opinion. Mine, the music I enjoy is more upbeat, live party music. Um, I'm really a kind of a party kind of guy, if I can put it that way. Roxy just came in from the window, and she just have that ability to get that naughty look in her eyes. And I'm like, what have you been up to? And then she just stares at me like, nothing. That's so funny. But she's a sweetheart. Pitch black, yellowish greenish eyes. Um, and when she was naughty and you scold her, or if perhaps you were playing and she bites you, then she pulls her ears back flat against the head. And if her eyeballs, if the what's a black part called? The iris is like the colored part, but anyway, the iris is very thin, and then that I think it's a cornea. Is a centerpiece? I'm not sure. But anyway, that expands very big, and then it's only that or is it that the retina? Fuck knows. Anyway, um, then she has this look that if you know how to train your dragon, how toothless can look, that's how my kitty. She's not a kitty anymore, but she will always be my kitty. But that's how she looks. It's like a exact or a perfect toothless imitation. If you could ever see one or find one, and it's really it's sweet, and I love her dearly. Uh, but to think of it, I think she's actually 4 years old. No, can't be. 3 years? I think actually she's going for a fourth year. 2000? I think it's 2013. Hold up, you guys. Sorry, I just have to check this quickly. Pictures. Gallery. 2 seconds, you guys. Sorry, but this is gonna bug me, and I really need to know at the moment. Where is it? Luckily, it's close by. Come on, can't be further than back than this. Nope, it's not further than back. I was right. 19 April, March, April, yeah. 19th April 2014 is the first picture I took with Roxy and myself. I'll actually put a photo up. I'm not so sure. if you guys ask me nicely enough, then I'll put it in the next video, or on Twitter or something like that. But the 19th of April, so yeah, it means that she's becoming 3 years old this year. Because when we got her, she was about roughly 6 to 7 weeks old. She was a tiny kitten still. It might even be sooner than that, I'm not sure. But since then we've had her, and she's become a lively lady. Only when she wants to be lively, because this whole day she since I was recording last night, she was sleeping on one of the tables in my gaming room, and she was fast asleep. So I went to bed, and this morning she was out and about. But then past 9 o'clock, I found her sleeping in the spare bedroom, and she was sleeping there till, I'm guessing, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. And then she moved back to the gaming room because I get her afternoon sun. So she was just lying there on the table again in the sun, taking a nap. And while I was making dinner, she was still there sleeping, actually. But usually this time of night is when she starts um, walking around, creating mischief and stuff like that. But she's really something special. Um, Hold on a second, just need to sort out the cord of this headset. Okay, that's better. Like I said, she's really something special, and she's sweet. She's very kind and caring and very careful and very soft. But if she wants to play, um, regardless whether you want to or not, then she can become very nasty quickly if you do not play with her or you do not give her attention. Um, my wife is usually the one to um, get attacked. The reason why I say attacked is because she will hit with her claws at your ankles or bite your feet, and she usually does that with my wife. And I think my theory is that it's because ooh, a mini Magikarp. That's so funny. Oh, um, the what I would usually do if like I'm walking down. I'm not sure what you guys call it in English. Is the hallway? Is it the corridor? I don't know. You guys are gonna have to help me out here. But in anyway, um, in Afrikaans it's called a gang. Anyway, um, if I'm walking down there and she's like walking and rubbing against my feet, then I usually know that's because she wants attention. She wants you to rub her. She wants to play a little bit or something like that. And then I would usually just bend down and rub her for a while. Whereas my wife, she does not pay much. She's like, okay, I'm going to the kitchen now, so I'm going to the kitchen, and then uh, that's when Roxy tends to be naughty and attack your ankles. Um, is it ankles? Ankles. Ankles, ankles. There goes my mouse again. I really need to get myself another mouse. I am actually hoping that one day I'll be able to buy myself the uh, a Rat TE gaming mouse. But that's wishful thinking. Well, not really. It's achievable. Just eventually. Anyway, uh, yeah, that's I think why it would happen that Roxy would rather attack my wife's ankles than mine. Um, but it might also be because I'm a lot stricter um, with the kids. Um, yes, I call my pets my kids because they are my kids. Um, anyway, now time for more with ideas. Unless you really want one, then I can give you one. Anyway, um, I am a lot quicker to scold um, any of my pets if I feel like they've done something that I do not think they should be doing. For instance, if Roxy is lying on the bed and you start caressing her and stroking her, she enjoys it. But then at some point she starts to get annoyed by it. Even though she's enjoying the hell out of it, um, she tends to get annoyed. And then she would pull her ears back and then just bite you. But, um, well, she already knows actually that it's wrong to do that. So she would basically pull back or flinch or whatever so that you do not scold her or um, give her a hiding or something like that. Um, but it's like I said, it's my wife doesn't do a lot of the scolding. I'm usually the guy that um, does the yelling and the lecturing and trying to teach and everything. I'm not saying my wife doesn't do anything. I'm just saying I'm usually the guy that um, I'm usually the guy that has to make sure that that happens. Damn spinner rack! I almost had you. Um, so I'm not sure if perhaps um, she's Roxy's perhaps more careful of me because of the fact that she knows that I won't uh, just blindly allow her to attack me or whatever, um, or be mean or whatever. Um, I hope you get what I'm saying because I'm kind of losing interest. But yeah, I do say that a lot, and it's so annoying because I'm not really saying anything. I'm just saying, yeah. uh, Reminds me of something what happened earlier today. Um, was in a conversation with somebody, and well, not really conversation. I was a company of somebody else, and um, we did it. We did talk for a while, but then we started. Uh, there was like that awkward silence kind of thing, and but this was happening while we're driving the car, and I'm not exactly the most social person. Um, I'm actually a very huge introvert. Um, but anyway, um, so we're just sitting in the car, and I was just admiring the landscapes. Not really. Damn it! I did not pay attention to what I was using. I should have used byte. Anyway, um, so we're sitting there, and I can't say that it was a long time, but anyway, some time went by, and uh, he was just saying, "Yeah," and I thought to myself, "What the fuck, man? What's that supposed to mean? Is that supposed to mean anything, or is just to get some sound out there?" And I just fucking left it there. I left him hanging, man. Um, I'm not gonna talk if I don't want to talk, man. Anyway, I also say that a lot. Uh, but that's. Oh, my train of thought is now going to maybe that's okay. Maybe it's fine for me to just be the yeah guy or the um, anyway guy. The reason for that is everybody has their own zest or fling or flair or whatever you want to call it, and not everyone's gonna be the same. That much is understandable. Um, so basically, you guys can judge me. It's fine. I don't want to be judged. That I fucking hate it. Um, we, as humans, are very quick and easy to say, you know what? I don't care what people think about me, but that's not the truth. The truth is, nearly each and every person does care what other people think of you, or him or her or whatever. And to Interpros, yeah, bitch. Um, we might actually be fucking able to make an Inugori legit. Okay, you know what? That's gonna be my goal. Not sure for this episode, but that is gonna be my goal. I'm gonna get back home soon, and then I will add that to the to-do list. Inugori. I'll do it legit. Fuck it, you guys. I'll get Abras, I'll get Kadabras, I'll fucking hunt them down and I will wreck them with Crocodile. Because apparently he's bite. Man, I'm so furious. Why did it not learn that other move? I'll actually have to go back and see what that move was. Believe it or not. Yeah, I failed that badly. Anyway, Cross. But they Cross and Psychic. Yeah, so Spinner actually be fucking epic against them. Poison Sting. Nightshade. Leech Life. Leech Life. Leech Life. Receive the egg. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I'll make the Indogori legit. You don't believe me? Then watch this space. But yeah, like I was, the other train of thought was going was, come on. What? We're so easy to say that we don't care what people say. We do not care what people think of us and stuff like that. And but the truth is, our society or this day and age is just, we are so addicted to what people think and what people say. Social media, all of that stuff has just basically aggravated that problem due to the fact that we care so much how many likes you can get of stuff, how many views you can get of your videos, and yeah, I'm also guilty for it because I want more views, you guys. Come on, I need it. I need my dose of dopamine. um, Nest ball. That's interesting. Anyway, uh, yeah, we are so afraid to get judged, and I've seen recently an interesting thing happening on Twitter. I'm not sure if it's just because of the people I follow or what, but uh, life is changing. Um, People are changing, and with what I mean with this is that uh, the amount of people that get judged might still be the same, but the people that would go online and ridicule somebody, the people that would bully other people, um, they're not exactly being called out, but people are giving their opinions about those peoples, and I'm liking where it's going. It does show me a little bit of promise for the future. The problem is that it's happening at such a slow rate that um, it's still hopeless for me. The world is still this monstrous place, and there's just nothing we can do about it. And it makes me so sad and upset that it is how it is, or it is in that way. Because if people could just realize what an impact we have on one another's lives and how our peers, our elders, all of that influences of our lives, and I can actually I want to see something. Oh yeah, think I can take it. Oh snap! Litwick is, holy crap! He's a monster. Wow! Wow! Really, Litwick? Man, you are a monster. And I don't even think you have evolved yet. Where was I heading with the conversation? Oh yeah. um, that people should realize that we should stop um, with the judging, and stop giving insults, and stop bullying other people. It's life's really too short for that. I mean, it's actually now I'm addressing quite a few issues, to be honest, because there's a lot of them that can come through now all of a sudden in quick succession, that I can just go off the bat and say this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And then there's a lot of you that will say, but it's applicable to me too. And fair enough, you can say that, but uh, anyway, that's not why we're here. Um, oh man, now I forgot my train of thought again. Um, it was about judging people and how we don't want to be judged. Oh, yeah. When I was in high school, well, not high school, actually, fucking my whole life, any part of school, preschool, middle school, fucking primary school, high school, whatever you call it, all those types of schools. Um, I was bullied quite easily by a lot of people. Preschool or middle school, whatever you call it, mostly because um, I used to cry easily um, for whichever reasons. And just before high school, I started developing, or obviously growing into a man, but I would sweat a lot um, more profusely, um, based or due to my hormones and everything like that. Again at 3 years. Oh boy. Oh. Will I be able to catch this 30 Ursa? I don't know. I don't think so, you guys. I don't have a weak enough Pokemon. Well, Fossil would have been, or Hoothoot would have been ideal, but where is it now? Tackle? Oh man. Sorry, 30 Ursa. I really wanted to catch you. Um, I think this was a Pokeball. No, Acorn. Um, ooh, Raichu. Ooh, Raichu. One day I will own one of you. Raichu's back. Pokeballs. Pokeball. Let's see if perhaps we can be lucky enough to get to level 5 Teddy or so with a Pokeball. Oh, oops. That was an accident. Um, whoops. Anyway, what I was saying was that I was bullied quite easily, and my parents. Oh boy, level 20. Ooh, nice. Um, oh, oops. I don't even know what an S-ball is, but I accidentally used it. Maybe it will catch it? Got it. No problem then. Um, so I was bullied quite a lot, particularly because of the way that I would smell, uh, because I was sweating a lot and I was not used to like putting on deodorant, and I would forget a lot of the times, and a lot of times I would actually remember, but just because um, I'm not sure if it's just because of my hormones or whatever, but I would still I would still smell quite easily, even if I did use deodorant or I just didn't find the right deodorant or whatever. Um, but I would still stink of sweat, and I got teased quite a lot for it. Actually, you know what? Let's fight. Um, and when I went to my parents and complained to them, like I'm being bullied and this is said to me, and well, actually, it's basically before this, but they repeated this incident as well. Um, they said to me that you must just laugh it off. Um, you must just act as though it's nothing. And I was like, they do not understand. They are. I don't know. I'm not sure if I think that they were purposefully discrediting my problem, but that's how it felt like. I really felt like um, I came to them with this problem, this major problem actually for me at the time, and they would just not take it up seriously. They would just tell me, okay, you know what, just laugh it off, just laugh with him and walk away or something like that. And I was like, that's 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 not advice. That's not helping me. And anyway, as I got to high school, again, still being bullied and still being mocked, and I've kind of learned to just ignore it. But I would still, if they hit the right notes or the right strings or the right buttons, then it would rifle my feathers a bit too much. And sadly, I'm one of those people that if you fucking piss me off, it shows on my face. There's no way of me hiding it. There's no way that I can hide it in my voice. If I'm pissed with you, you are going to know it. And if you don't know it, then you are a fucking retard. And I do not mean that disrespectfully, then I apologize for using the word. Then you are just a plain moron. I don't think that's um, associated with any disabilities. What is this Pokemon? What are you? I don't know what Pokemon you are. What are you? Do you think I can just... Stop running away! Um, but yeah, anyway, what I wanted to say was... okay, let's see if we can catch it that way. But, oh! Snap! We're lucky! It's a waddle. I think it's a bug Pokemon. I'm guessing it's a bug Pokemon. Anyway, so I was bullied in high school as well, and um, yeah, I kind of, how can I think, how can I put it? I think perhaps I became confident enough, or maybe just agitated enough or fed up enough that I would start taking on my bullies, and by taking on I mean basically going at them with a fist fight and then just swinging apples. And in one instance, it kind of worked, kind of didn't. Another instance, it did actually work, where the bully left me alone. But um in 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 the third instance, it did not work. It was just like um, there was going to be a fight, and then there will have to be another fight because of that fight, and then another fight because of that fight, because of that fight, etc., etc., etc. The chain goes. Um, but that's kind of how or when I learned that um, what my parents were saying about how you should just ignore it and walk away and laugh it off. And now, where I'm an adult and I've started working, the the not exactly the same type of bullies, but there are bullies at work as well, and or where I worked previously, and hopefully will work in the future again. Um, anyway, there are bullies as well, and they mock you, and and that's playful jousting. Um, I see it more as playful jousting, maybe because I am older, or perhaps just because that is genuinely what they are doing. Because if you really go and think about it, um, I'm not sure if it's applicable everywhere, but most of the times when somebody's being bullied, it's because they think they are funny, because they think they are being funny, they think they are um, fuck knows what. I think they're dysfunctional in the fucking head, but in anyway. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. Uh, the what I was saying was that there were also bullies, and I was I was paying attention to what they say and how they do things, and I still could I still could is a word that I'm looking for, foresee or recognize that they are bullying me. Um, but for some reason it just didn't affect me the same way anymore. It's kind of like how I understood um, what my parents were saying by just ignoring them or just laughing it off. Um, the alternative actually that is available is that you can have a witty mouth. Uh, with a witty mouth, you tend to um, remove the spark from their bullying or whatever, but it's not a guaranteed. Sorry about that. It's a sip of water. It's not a guarantee that it will make them not bully you anymore. In all honesty, that most probably will just cause them to bully you even more. Um, but sometimes they don't. Um, sometimes they really are just joking. And if you are joking with them, if you are making the same type of jokes, if you are laughing and stuff like that, then they kind of back off, if I can put it that way. Um, but anyway, the what I wanted to say was I started realizing how important the concept was of just laughing it off. Um, the reason for that is that if 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 someone is bullying you and you can make a joke out of it, or if you can if you can make it funny and just laugh, and everybody just laughs with you, if you can basically initiate the laugh before the bully actually succeeds in making everybody else laugh, they lose power, if I can put it that way. Um, because people finding you funny, and usually anything that um, they tend to, sorry, any jokes or anything that they tend to make afterwards, after the jokes that were made um, they've made the jokes, or after they've made the jokes, after you made a joke, um, the people laugh, but they don't find it as funny as the joke that you made because you were the original. And if you can actually like predict where bully is taking the joke, and you can actually jump ahead of them, um, it pisses them off. But also they can't really do anything about it because they can't make the joke anymore, so they can't bully you anymore like with that. And nor can they basically nor can they I want to say attack you, um, because they just don't have that power that they had anymore. And it's not really, damn it. Okay, thanks Norlex. um, it's not like I'm saying that you have to attack the bullies themselves. It's just um, that's how I learned of what my parents were trying to say with just laugh it off, just ignore it, just walk away and stuff like that. And I kind of feel like I want to repeat the advice because I know it works. Um, but it took me very long to realize that. And if you're still at school and you can realize it, it would really, really um, help your future endeavors, feelings, etc., etc. But it's not guaranteed. In all honesty, it's still not guaranteed because people just okay. Let's use the teleporter. Not every two people are the same, and there's nothing you can do about it. So yes, it might work for you to say nothing. It might work if you pick like a fist fight with them. It might work if you were just to make a joke or make a joke of them. All of these stuff have different effects, and it's very difficult to give advice for that because there's no way of knowing which is better, which will be the better option for you. But what I can say is that laughing about it and basically also initiating and partaking in the jokes, the fest or the mocking and stuff like that, the jousting, returning their jousting, it one, it removes the sting from you, and two, it's a coping mechanism. And now the reason I'm actually ranting and raving about this is not because of what I went through. It's not to feel pity for me, anything like that. No, the reason why I'm actually saying this is with what I see the community or the generations are whether the generations is that they are so sensitive to their feelings. And while I was at school and everything like that, I was also always accused of being too sensitive. And I'm not saying it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't start accusing me of anything like that. The reason why I'm saying that people are too sensitive these days, or why the generations, why even I was too sensitive, boils down to I think I can say two things. But I might just be one. Anyway, it would be that I see how easily people get offended by anything. I mean, if you go onto social media, if somebody's saying this about this person, then immediately, it's not even in 1 minute, then this person will start giving this person grief, or this person will have this to say, or that person will have that to say. And I'm like, why? That person is just giving his opinion, or his view, or his whatever. There's a lot of people that agree with him. There's also a lot of people that disagree with him. But there's no need to go and take on that one person. And I was saying a little bit earlier, I was saying that somebody was a retard and I had to correct myself, and that's basically because of today's culture, if I can put it that way, is that people get offended so fucking easily about such fucking bullshit reasons. And yeah, I'm one to talk. By all means, point the finger at me. I'm not one to talk because I also get easily offended. I pick up. I'm eagerly tempered and stuff like that. But I recognize the importance of letting stuff go. Of letting, if somebody does not like me, then so fucking what? If if I was in like my Rocket League streams, I tend to drift into songs quite easily, apparently. And I cannot sing for shit. Please do not ever ask me to sing anything. Well, actually, I am prepared to do that, but it's gonna be on you guys. You are gonna suffer the consequences if I start singing. So it's in your own best interest not to do it. But anyway, if somebody was to tell me that I cannot sing to save my life, then I would. First of all, I would have been offended if I was younger. But I'm not young anymore. I'm not. easily bothered by such nitty-gritty shit anymore, because it's not important. If you don't like the way I sing because I sing way off key, um, then fair enough, you are right. I'm way off key. I cannot sing for shit. But you know what? I'm enjoying myself when I'm singing. I may not sound good, but I'm enjoying myself. Everybody enjoys singing in the shower, or singing in the bath, or singing in the room, or they just have this song, whatever song it might be, and they're just like, I want to sing with this song. And that's kind of what I'm saying. I'm enjoying what social media is bringing with how people are saying that we must accept people for their differences. Um, that might be pushing it a bit, but in any way, um, I have my own opinions and stuff on or views upon the world, and a lot of you guys won't agree with me, so I'm not going to go into detail unless you guys want me to. Then you can ask me questions, etc., etc. But I was thinking of how easily people get offended, and if they stop being offended so easily, one, it would mean a happier life for themselves, and two, if you judge me because I can't sing, um, then it would be acceptable. But then, in fairness, I would be able to judge you about something as well. The reason why I say that is because, well, oh, wow, I almost forgot. Ah, thank goodness I remembered. Um, Ender, worry. We can do it. Oops, that's yeah, and too legit to quit. Ha. Okay, never mind. Um, like this. There's a Charizard. Fucking Charizard. But why not an Alakazam? Why not an Alakazam? Oh, Charizard looks so awesome. Yeah, that's Slash Bahati. You should not go in there. Uh, or sewage, actually. Um, but yeah, I do think that if people stop uh, being easily offended by whoever, whatever, whenever, um, there will be a happier life. I mean, I've grown and developed, and I do not take offense that quickly if people um, mock me or bully me. But I've also noticed that it depends on who the people are. There are still people that, if they mock me or bully me, then it cuts deeper. And I don't know why. I don't understand why. And if I can be a bit more specific about which type of people or which type of person it would have been, it was actually one of the guys that were um, with me in high school, that were basically the same classes as me, that would bully me. And he did bully me in the past, not major amounts, but he did bully me, and even today he still. I can't say that he ever bullied me while at work, but um, how can I put it? I was very cautious of what he would say or have to say when he said something. I would be very careful, and also any information that I would share with him, I would be very cautious. Mainly for the fact that I do not want to provide him with any ammo, anything that would. What is bide? Woo! Oh boy, bide would be very brilliant with defense skill, but Milk drink is important because we need to regain HP. Tackle might work, but if we remove tackle, then we do not have then we only have stomp as our primary attack, and that's a little bit few. Think defense girl. I sure want to replace defense girl with bite. Yes. Did it work now? I have no idea. I must have been doing something wrong with Crocodile. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I had contact with him or spoken with him or whatever you would call it, and it's not the same as it was in high school. But I still have this idea of a bully, and if he would say something that might be meant as a joke, I would take offense to it much more quickly. Because I kind of want to say, because I do not regard him. It's wrong to say what I'm gonna say, but I do not regard his opinion as anything worthwhile. Um, but that's not also right. That's not right. I'm not sure what I want to say here now. But anyway, if he says something as a joke, then I might take offense to it more quickly. And I'm not sure exactly why. I'm not sure if the problem is actually with my personal opinion or my view on life or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure, but there's other people at work that would also like bully me. But like I said, it comes forth more as jousting. It comes more as fun and playful, and it's not the same as it was in high school. Kids are monsters. If I can really be clear and honest, kids are monsters. They do not consider one another's feelings. They do not consider their actions, that it might have an impacting or a life changing impact on somebody else's life. They do not think that way. They just think, hey, it's funny, I'm gonna do it or whatever, I'm gonna say it or whatever. Or they think it's cool to do something or something like that, or to bully somebody, and it's really sickening actually. But at the same time, I kind of understand where it came from, because it's kind of like if you're a guy and you're with friends, it's kind of like you kind of have to prove who's the most badass. And usually the most badass or the cool guy is usually the guy that is the leader of the group, if you want to put it that way. Not that it's important, but as a kid you don't know that. As a kid you're like, I don't know if I can attack with Hoot Hoot. Let's see. As a kid you don't know that, you don't understand that, and you tend to you what was I saying? Oh, it's like I said, it's not the same anymore, and that's why I'm having actually difficulty explaining or giving advice. Because I do think I know how to better explain it than my parents did. I do think that um, if I had somebody explaining this to me um, when I was as young as I was, when my parents tried explaining it to me, then perhaps I might have had a different life, or it might have been better. Um, but perhaps it's not really a concept that can be explained. Maybe it's just a conclusion that you have to come forth with yourself. It might be that um, Ghastly got his own HP and later curse on Hoot. Ghastly fainted. What would that curse be? Uproar. The user attacks in an uproar for 3 turns. Over that time, no one can fall asleep. Okay, enables a ghost type Pokemon. Well, enables a ghost type target to be hit by normal and fighting type attacks. It also enables an evasive target to be hit. Oh, that's what it is. Not sure if I like it. But very powerful. Let's see what happens if we forget uproar. Ah, forgot tackle and then uproar. I think I just was too hasty and then clicked on no and then forgot it. I think really it was my own stupidity. But actually, you guys, believe it or not, we're over the timer. I'm not sure if you guys heard it, but I'm gonna get carried away here because I can actually talk for hours and hours on end about bullies and how I handled them and how most of the time it actually ended up badly for me. Um, that's kind of perhaps why I kind of feel like my parents' advice about ignoring it and laughing about it basically is the best advice. Um, but I'm not sure exactly that is the case. Um, but my name has been Chris, and I want to thank you for watching. And I'm sorry if this has been too serious or too whatever. Um, that's how my mind works. I have a very complicated, intriguing mind and ideas and stuff like that. So if you like the video, then leave a like and subscribe. And if you don't mind, as always, share with your friends. Share in the fun. Don't keep it for yourself. I want the viewers. I need my dopamines. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye bye.